That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
Over here. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to Coffee with Tim Black. Glad you guys could make it. How y'all feeling? Everybody good? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah. Do. How's your week going? Hope you're having a good week. I gotta admit mine kind of started rocky. Yeah, man. People are something else. People are crazy. You know what I'm saying? People are crazy. And they'll drive you crazy. Okay? People will drive you crazy. What I want to do is say, don't let them. Yeah, just don't let them do it. Don't let them do it. Yeah. Got to hold on. Hold on. You know what I mean? Get yourself some, don't get any pharmaceuticals, man. Don't do it, man. Unless you need them. You know, like some people need them. Get yourself some matcha tea. Hope I'm saying that right. It's supposed to be good for you, right? So when I was in Portland, Oregon, I was about to get some coffee. It was early in the morning. Left the hotel and called my wife and said, I'm about to go get some coffee. She's like, why don't you try that matcha tea that the lady told us about? Go to Starbucks, get the matcha tea. So I'm like, okay, let me go get the matcha tea. And it was pretty good. It was a latte with milk, right? But when I got home, I ordered some because it's supposed to be good for your skin, good for your immune system, good for speeding up your metabolism, all this stuff, right? It tastes like leaves, like cut grass. That's what it tastes like, right? But I'm getting used to it, you know what I mean? So if you notice my skin starts glowing, you know what I mean? Like more than usual, it'll be because of the matcha green tea, Japanese matcha green tea. And like what I'm saying is it gives me like a boost, but you know, I still got my coffee. I still have my coffee. Because I'm not a quitter. I am not a quitter. All right, guys. Everybody settled in there. We good? Do me a favor. Share this on your social networks. The censors are after me. The censors are after me like I'm a runaway slave. Share this on your social media. All right? Don't let them catch me. Share this on your social media. Be a suffragist, an abolitionist, something. All right, so we got big news today is the Senate leaders agree to a 2-year budget deal. Yeah, give it up for them doing that. Give it up for that. You know what I mean? Well, hell, man. Let's go to a clip where they talk about it. See if we got a clip. We do have a clip, Tim Black.
The compromise we've reached will ensure that...
Let's rewind that. Here we go.
The compromise we've reached will ensure that for the first time in years, our armed forces will have more of the resources they need to keep America safe. It will help us serve the veterans who've bravely served us. And it will ensure funding for important efforts such as disaster relief, infrastructure, and building on our work to fight opioid abuse and drug addiction.
This budget deal will be the best thing we've done for our economy, our military, our middle class for a long time.
Damn it, I hate when that happens. Listen. Damn. I need help over here. I'm over here talking, and this thing ain't even... Just imagine what I was saying. I don't even know if I could do that again. Let me try. All right. Shut up, Mitch McConnell. Shut up, Chuck Schumer. It's bullshit when they say they couldn't fund our military. All right? That's BS. That's bullshit. I already said bullshit. I might as well just don't go back to BS. You already jumped off the cliff, Tim Black. Stay there. You're in deep waters. My kids are watching. My kids are watching. Come on, man. Your kids don't want to watch Tim Black. Talk about this crap. All right. Listen, they want to play Roblox. That's my son likes Roblox. He don't watch news. Even independent news. Listen, Chuck Schumer, does anyone actually believe that prior to this budget we weren't funding our military? Do you actually everything else in our budget, and I mean everything. All the programs that the Republicans complain about, all the studies, all the crap, everything can fit. If you had a pie chart, all the other stuff fits into the budget, fits into our military budget. Our military budget is equal to everything else we do. That one thing. So, Mitch McConnell, you can go straight to hell, sir. We know that's not true. We can read, we can see. They think that we're all blind. We can't see that the budget. We can't see numbers. You know, I might not know trigonometry, but I know when you're tricking me, motherfucker. All right? So anyway. So they got a deal. It's a 2-year deal. Okay, there's a couple things in it that they list here. This is from thehill.com, in case you want to fact check it. All right? The legislation would avert a government shutdown on Friday when federal funding is due to expire and boost defense and non-defense programs. It does not include a hike to the debt ceiling, though it could be added soon. Some guy, Senator Tom Tillis, Republican out of North Carolina, who received a briefing from McConnell on the deal, said there is a discussion about adding debt ceiling language, but it needs to be vetted with the broader Senate GOP conference. Including the debt ceiling hike would rid Republicans of another tough vote later in February or March, adding debt ceiling whatever, but could cost the legislation some support from House conservatives. All right, so what else? The deal is backed by McConnell and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. It will almost certainly be cleared as part of a stopgap funding measure by the Senate before February 8th deadline, which would shut down the government. But they're saying here they're not even sure that it will pass the House. You know, so it's got to go past the House. Now, what are some of the stuff that's in it, Tim Black? Yeah, what is stuff? The Senate agreement would increase defense spending by about $80 billion over the next 2 years, something McConnell hailed as an achievement. Okay, it provides a $131 billion increase for non-defense programs, $57 billion in new funding over the next 2 years above the cap established by the 2011 Budget Control Act. It sets a non-defense funding cap for 2018 that is $117 billion higher than what President Trump requested in his 2018 budget request. Listen, it includes, now here we go, let's get to this, here we go. It includes a 2-year reauthorization for community health centers. Remember the community health centers that I thought they had approved earlier? Well, now it's approved, okay? Which will bring it to a $7 billion in total funding. And they're going to set aside $6 billion to fight opiate addiction, okay? Other funding priorities are $4 billion to rebuild veterans' hospitals, $2 billion for research at the National Institutes of Health, and $20 billion for infrastructure programs. Now, they're saying it's a big win for the Democrats because it extends funding for the Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIPS. Okay? Now, that's another 4 years on top of the 6-year extension that Congress approved last month. So the community centers are now being funded, and now CHIPS has been extended for a total of 10 years. All right? American families with children who benefit with CHIP will now be able to rest easy for the next decade, said Schumer. He said seniors and children would also benefit from the deal's extension of various expiring tax provisions. All right, so I think I'm glad those things are included in the budget. All right, that's what it is. But I want you to check out what Sarah Huckabee Sanders had to say about Americans criticizing President Trump over the budget and other things. Check this out.
The president was clearly joking with his comments, but what isn't a joke is that Democrats refuse to celebrate the accomplishments of last year that has helped all Americans. What I don't understand, and what I don't think the country understands, is why Democrats are so upset about lower taxes and higher wages. That's something that every American should be celebrating, not crying about, not sitting on their hands for. Democrats are going to have to make a decision at some point really soon. Do they hate this president more than they love this country? And I hope the answer to that is no.
All right. You hear what Sarah Huckabee Sanders had to say now? She was talking about the comments I think that Trump made. I'm not mistaken. The ones he made the other day where he says he wished they would shut down the government. It would be worth it. Remember those comments? So she's saying he was joking about that, but they're not giving him any credit on all the other great things he's doing. And what's that last part? She said, damn it, I lost. What'd she say? What'd she say? Let's rewind that a little bit. We can do that.
The compromise
stands is why Democrats are so upset about lower taxes and higher wages, so upset about lower taxes. What I don't understand, and what I don't think the country understands, is why Democrats are so upset about lower taxes and higher wages. That's something that every American should be celebrating, not crying about, not sitting on their hands for. Democrats are going to have to make a decision at some point really soon. Do they hate this president more than they love this country? And I hope the answer to that is no.
That's it. That's the part. That's the part right there. Okay? So do you hate the country? Or do you love the country? Do you love the country more than you hate Donald Trump? No. No. No, I don't. Make sure my volume's up, man. No. Listen, man. That's like asking someone, you ask someone, you're about to get a divorce. You're about to break up, in your relationship or whatever, and it's really bad. And your spouse has been abusive. Oh, they've been bad, man. They've been cheating on you and putting stuff in your food. Who knows? Even worse than that, maybe they have a shopping addiction. Now, it's one thing to have a shopping addiction when you have money, but when you are poor and you dating somebody or you live with somebody who has a shopping addiction, man, you might as well say you're a kleptomaniac. I don't know. I think I'd rather you be a kleptomaniac. But anyway, that's the premise, okay? And then you're like, nah, I can't be in this relationship no more. You're abusive. You're spending up all the money, and we can't pay the bills because you got this problem. You won't get it fixed, and I'm leaving. And then they say to you, do you love this family more than you hate me? See what I'm saying? It's manipulation. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They are manipulating you to stay. Do you love the kids more than you hate me? That's a bad question. Listen, look, for the record, guys, all right, I'm glad we got tax cuts. All right? I'm glad. Look, I'm a regular guy. Some people get mad at me for it. They don't want me to, they want me to be what they want me to be. I got to be me. Where I come from, anytime somebody gets a tax break, that's good. How am I not going to support working people with modest incomes, people just trying to get by, getting a little bit more of their money? Man, the audacity of these people, right? These people who say, oh, well, they only have negative to say. If people are only responding negatively to tax breaks, That's hackery. That is hackery. All right? Just admit you rooting for teams. You're not keeping it real. I know people who got tax breaks. My mama got a tax break. Hi, Mom. Love you. She happy as hell. She said, I don't know about all this stuff Trump was saying. It sounds crazy, but he know how to give us some tax breaks, though. My complaint is, why you got to give so much bigger tax breaks to these corporations? I want people, regular working people, man, to get more of a tax break, and I want poor people to get something out of the deal. I want poor people to be able to move up. That's what I want. I will fight for that. Okay? See, part of the tax breaks, man, if you don't own a home, you ain't really getting much of a break. Okay, you got to own a home. You got to make a certain amount of money. I want poor people to get more. Okay? Corporations got too much out of this deal. But that does not mean, Sarah, it does not mean that I don't respect the fact that some people are getting some money back. And you guys got to understand, that's why I want you to share these shows, because I know there's an audience for me out there. You know, I know there's an audience for me out there who want to hear the straight truth, right? They want it. I know they're out there. You got to help me find them. Help me find them. Because we're on a movement. This is I'm trying to create a movement for sensibility, for rationalism, where we look at issues and we don't just jump in on a team. That we look at an issue, we try to keep it real, we look at the facts, and we speak our minds honestly. Well, we ain't trying to contort ourselves to fit into the Republican Party or the Democrat Party. Well, we are just people who want more. And I'm trying to lead that movement. Now, I'm telling you, it's not the lucrative path. The way to go, guys, is to jump on one team or the other. But I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to be able to speak honestly. So, tax bills, tax breaks, good. All right? It's good, Sarah. You got me. It's good. Okay. Yeah, baby. Okay. I love the kids. Okay. I do. You are abusive, though. You are abusive. How about this? You get treatment and we'll stay together. How about that? How about we do that? You stop talking with your hands all the damn time and talking about my mother. I love my mom. You stop talking about my mother. You stop talking with your hands, and you get some help for your shopaholicism. We broke. We can't have you shopaholicing. All right, give it up for that. Damn it. You need to go down to Rainbow or something. Stop shopping at Macy's. Go down to Rainbow and be a shopaholic. Go to the dollar store and be a shopaholic. Don't be shopaholic in places where stuff is expensive. All right. Gracious, man. What's wrong with people? What's wrong with them? I don't know what's wrong with them, y'all.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
You know what I mean? All right. So let's go. We got a number of stories here. We got speaking of money, since we're talking about money, the Democratic Party got their pockets turned out with their hat in their hand, and it's raining. Meanwhile, the GOP sitting over there in a limousine, eating caviar, smoking big cigars, doing a P. Diddy, you know, doing a 50 Cent with raining cash, just money, just. Mitch McConnell over there like this. Democratic National Committee fundraising hits a wall as GOP sits flush ahead of midterm elections. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, buddy. I got so much money. We G'd up over here. Democrats, not so much. Can you spare a little change? Do you have a couple of dollars? Every time I open up my damn email, because I like getting press releases to try to be on the verge of the breaking news. So I subscribe to all these different, candidates. Every time I turn around, do you have the money? Do you have the money? Let's fight Trump. Do you have the money? please send the money. Like, motherfucker. All right. The DNC entered the midterm election year dead broke with a paltry $400,000 in party coffers, according to federal records. $400,000. That sounds like a lot of money. It does. But it's not a lot of money. Not when you look at what the GOP working with. Shoot, $400,000 can't even, fund Hillary's Botox. And Nancy's Botox. Nancy and Hillary's Botox. That's just barely getting it. The committee finished 2017 with roughly $6.5 million in available cash, about $6.1 million in debt. According to recently released Federal Election Commission filings. That leaves a balance of just about $422,000 and some change. That's the start of the year that will culminate in midterm elections, in which Democrats are hoping to recapture a majority in the House. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Typically, the candidates with the most money win. That's how this works, okay? Money matters. Black Lives Matter? No, money matters. Blue Lives Matter? No, money matters, okay? White Lives Matter? No, money matters. And look, if Marcus Lemonis ran over, like they should do, like the profits should go to the DNC. The Marcus Lemonis, the profits should go to the DNC and look at the books. Yeah. Nancy be trying to make excuses. Well, we were trying to raise money. Chuck Schumer be over there. Well, we do it. We do. You know, Tom Perez come out the back. All the time we try to raise money. We need the money. Marcus, I can't get these motherfuckers to send us money. Well, what's your process? People process product. Your product sucks. And your process is bad too. You cheat the 2016 elections. That's not a good process. Then you put your hand out going, give me money. That's a horrible business strategy. The DNC fundraising challenges have been well known since shortly after the 2016 elections. Ding! When President Trump defeated front-running Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton, the committee has been rocked by turmoil, including the resignation of chairwoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. And you know that's surrounding the leaked emails that showed the DNC brass rigged the primaries to help Clinton defeat Senator Bernie Sanders. In addition, the selection in 2017 of former Obama administration official Tom Perez to replace Wasserman Schultz over Minnesota Rep. Keith Ellison sparked discord within the party, continuing to Hewitt's establishment power base. More recently, the DNC has emerged as a key figure in the Russian collusion investigation amid revelations that helped fund the so-called anti-Trump dossier. All right, so this is a Fox News article. That's right. Do you know I move around, like first article here, Fox, we got some MSNBC. We look at all of them. That's how you're supposed to do it, guys. Look at all news sources and just call out BS on all of it. All right? But you gotta look across the board. You can't just look one place, all right? All right, so look, man, you can say what you want to say about taking, the Democrats taking the House in 2018, but that's not going to happen unless you have a good fundraising moment. And where is that momentum's going to come from? I mean, I know a lot of Dem exits, but I'm sure there's some Dem enters out there. You better hope they got pocketbooks, because I don't see much to be inspired by. That's not much to be inspired by. Look, people are Bernie Sanders is losing support, and he's not even a Democrat. Who's next? I see Joe Biden on everything. Is Joe Biden inspiring people to give money? I don't know. I don't know. Like, these are questions. You know? Joe looked better riding in his Corvette, with his shirt unbuttoned, with his glasses hanging off his nose, than running. You know, but we'll see. We'll see. I was telling you, it's gonna be murky. It's gonna be murky. It's gonna be a little hinky trying to win elections when you don't have any money. You know, it's like you're gonna be up there with the Green Party. You're the Green Party with less ethics. That'll be a fair fight now. No money? That's how they win, you know. They use their money and their establishment connections and they shut people out. This is what happens when you try to run in these races. People say, why don't support Democrats? A lot of the people that are running as Democrats would have ran as Greens or Independents if they thought they wouldn't get shut out of the process. I've been doing this a couple years now. All right, so these are facts. All right, these are facts.
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
All right, so I've been covering politics for a couple years now. It's like my third year, but yeah, I'm not inspired. Okay, next. Okay, since we're talking about our government, this little doodad here will interest you. The U.S. was just downgraded from a full to a flawed democracy. Yeah, the U.S. was just downgraded from a full democracy to a flawed democracy. How many of you are surprised to hear this? While U.S. citizens could once claim to be part of the 9% of people in the world governed by a full democracy, they are now part of the near 45% who live in a flawed democracy. Full democracy, that's what you call that? I thought we lived in an oligarchy all this time. Where the rich control everything and us beggars, us poor people, what we want to get done doesn't get done, but what the donors, lobbyists of the rich and the elite want to get done, it gets done. That's not a democracy. That's a screw you over-ocracy. Now, this is all according to the Economist Intelligence Unit, which downgraded the U.S. in their 2016 Democracy Index published Wednesday. The move puts the U.S. in the same category as Poland, Mongolia, and Italy. Man, not only do we not have universal health care, not only do we not have local tuition-free college, not only do we lock up 25% of the world's prisoners, though we only have 5% of the world's population, we also, we also now are no longer a full democracy. And that's the reason why those other three things exist. See how that works? Now, how did they get to this conclusion, Tim Black? Based on what? Based on the stuff you just said? Well, listen to this. To arrive at this calculation, the paper analyzed over 200 countries and considered factors like political culture and political participation. Popular trust in government, elected representatives, and political parties has fallen to extremely low levels in the U.S. This has been a long-term trend and one that preceded the election of Donald Trump as president in 2016. So see, I've been telling you, America has 99 problems and Trump's just one. Just one. We have all these other problems. We dropped on the democracy index before Trump became president. Get it? Do you know some people don't like me saying that we have other problems than Trump? They don't like it. They watch MSNBC and CNN. Look, if you're going to watch independent media, you have to. If you're going to watch mainstream corporate media, you have to be watching it like this. Don't watch like this. Don't watch like that. Watch like this. That's how you watch it. Because if not, the lies will seep into your brain and lead you to believe we didn't have poverty, mass incarceration, sexual harassment, veterans living on the street, homelessness, opiate crisis, all these things, all of these things. People dying over hookworms in Alabama, bad water in Flint and other cities, police brutality, hate. You think the tiki torch guys were invented when Trump ran, or do you think they were already there? I think they were already there, man. To say, oh, Trump is the only reason, focus on Trump and everything will go away. Well, then how in the hell did we have these problems before Trump? I'm not saying you don't focus on Trump. What I'm saying is he shouldn't be the entire focus. I'm telling you, man, it's sad. People believe this shit. All right, so there's 4 categories. To close this out, there's 4 categories that they put countries in, okay? You got your full democracy. Hey, everybody, vote for who you want. Everybody votes. We have voting days off. Everybody gets paid to vote, so you don't have to take off work, all right? And we have paper ballots. That's right. We can go back and fact check. We got paper ballots on the votes. That's the full democracy one, where it's illegal. It's illegal to have a bunch of lobbyists running their candidates going, here goes money. Here goes money. That's the full democracy. Then we got the flawed democracy. That's where, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. Well, that shit happens. And people vote and no one knows anything. They tell us who won. Can we check that? No, we can't check that. There you go, asking for verification of a process that we don't want to tell you about. Remove this man immediately who's asking too many questions. Then they have the hybrid regime. You got some flaws, got some overt corruption. And then we have the authoritarian regime. Authoritarian regime, which is just horrible. It's just North Korea. I am very happy. I mean, is that okay to be happy? Then I'm not happy. I'm what you want me to be. Whatever you say. We have a flawed democracy. All right. Jesus. All right, so we got so much going on, guys. Okay, just before I went to air, this news came out. This is breaking news. Hold on. Let's do a breaking news thing. Breaking news. Get out of here, Mitch. Do I have a breaking news thing? I don't have anything good for breaking news. Let's see. Let's come up with something good for breaking news. Let's do a breaking news thing here.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Nobody take no cornbread from me.
Okay, breaking news. White House Staff Secretary Rob Porter resigned Wednesday amid allegations from his 2 ex-wives that he physically assaulted and abused them. One of the women provided the media with pictures of herself with a bruised eye. She alleged that the wound came from her ex-husband. Porter, in a statement, said that the outrageous allegations are simply false. I took the photos given in the media nearly 15 years ago, and the reality behind them is nowhere close to what is being described, said Porter. I have been transparent and truthful about these vile claims, but I will no further engage publicly with a coordinated smear campaign. Then he walked off into the sunset. Well, allegedly, Porter was not forced to quit, but was rather encouraged to stay and fight. You're right. He was encouraged. You're making us look bad, Porter. You need to bounce. But hey, I'm not saying you got to quit. I'm just saying if I was you, exit stage right. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Look, man. Both his wives said he laid hands on them. Both of them. Ex-wife, both ex-wives, whatever. Like, dude. Look, man, I don't know what happened in your bedroom. I don't know what happened. Do you have any pictures of your scars? Maybe you need to go back in time and take some pictures. You know, I heard now that if you get into a fight with a spouse, that if both y'all got scars, both of y'all go to jail. So maybe you should, I don't know. There's no way to know what's true, what's false, but a black eye is a black eye. Kind of hard to fake that one. Of course it's politically motivated. Everything in D.C. is politically motivated. I saw a guy walking his doggy. I asked him, why was he walking his doggy? It's 20 degrees outside. He says, politically motivated. Everything's politically motivated in D.C., all right? It's just how it works. So they're coming after you, Porter. But look, there's a saying. No one can take you anywhere if you don't give them the keys. You, sir, gave them the keys. That's all it is, bruh. So anyway, we'll see what happens. There's nothing else to happen. He's gone. You know? Another one bites the dust, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to hear any of you abusive guys up there caping for him either. Listen, man. You don't punch women. Don't punch people. You know what I'm saying? Don't punch people. There's no excuse for it. I know it was 15 years ago. That's a long time. You reformed yourself. Maybe you could have came out and just said, we were drunken, we were alcoholics, and we had a fist fight, and she was slow, I hit her with the joint, she hit me too. I just didn't take pictures. I don't know. Maybe you fight it. But don't tell us you didn't quit under, I'm sure he was pressured. He is pressured. Speaking of quitting, this story here, I meant to report on this the other day. Remember those lawsuits against Donald Trump's Trump University? Yeah. Well, Trump tried to appeal that, okay? He didn't want to pay out all that money. U.S. Appeals Court refuses to scuttle $25 million Trump University settlement. So his appeal has failed. Okay? A federal appeals court on Tuesday refused to derail the $25 million Trump University settlement to allow a former student to take the president to trial. I don't know what that means. A 3-judge panel of the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals decided unanimously that a district judge acted appropriately when he approved the settlement, reached days after Trump was elected president. The settlement stemmed from lawsuits charging that the now defunct real estate school with fraud. The Ninth Circuit Court called the settlement highly favorable to former students. Instead, the attendees said they received 3-day seminars in which they were aggressively urged to invest tens of thousands of dollars more for a mentorship program. Guys, so what they're saying is this, guys, and I want you to wrap your head around this. All right? Now, my Trump supporters ain't going to like it. That's okay. Here's the reality. Trump had people buy a course that was supposed to teach them, they thought would teach them how to be rich in real estate. And what happened was they were actually paying a fee to go be pitched about another course that was much more expensive. You're going to defend it? You're going to defend it? People pay money to learn a thing. When they get there, you don't teach them the thing. No, you try to sell them to come to the next thing. It's a bait and switch, man. It's open and shut case. Easy, easy. Oh, God. That's all we got to say about that. So, no, those people going to get their money back, probably with a little interest. Not to mention, guys, people were taking that course because they thought Trump was the man. Then they found out Trump not even part of the course. He just farmed it out to other people. Got Mickey Rooney in there teaching. Got that loud guy from MSNBC. That guy. All right, we got that crazy, all this shit. Like, that's not Trump. I want the guy with the toupee. All right. So, no. Here goes the story. One of my members of Team Black, my investigative unit that keeps me on the pulse of things that are happening, wants me to keep informed, so we'll keep you informed. And by the way, guys, if you send me email where you volunteered, you got to resend it. I was hacked. Something happened to my Gmail account. Yeah, I was hacked. And then I had to reset some stuff, and now I lost some of my emails. So I no longer have your contact information. So if you were still interested in volunteering, just 5 hours of your time a week. The reason why I haven't contacted you is that I no longer have your email. I can't contact you. So send it to Tim at timblacktv.com until I get a new address. I want everybody to send to the address they've already sent to, and then I will convert to another email account. Maybe I'll do something under my own domain, Tim at timblacktv.com. Okay? So send it, and we're gonna talk. Okay? We're gonna have that conversation. All right. Now the FBI. Remember the Levers text? They exposed that Obama was complicit. Complicit in some things. Let's see what this is about, okay? FBI Levers, new text exposed Obama complicity. He wants to know everything we're doing. All right, so let's dig into this a little bit, guys, because I don't understand what that means. New text messages between FBI Levers Peter Strzok and Lisa Page have now been made public. According to Duran's and Alex Christophero's notes, the big reveal is that then President Barack Obama appears to be in the loop on the whole destroy Trump insurance plan hatched by upper management at the FBI. The messages include an exchange about preparing talking points for the then FBI Director James Comey to give to President Obama, who wanted to know everything that they were doing. Now, this is reported by Fox News. It says, Page wrote to Strzok on September 2nd, 2016 about prepping Comey because POTUS wants to know everything we're doing. Senate investigators told Fox News that this text raises questions about Obama's personal involvement in the Clinton email investigation. In text previously revealed, Strzok and Page have shown their disdain for Republicans in general, as well as Trump calling him a effing idiot, among other insults. Among the newly disclosed text, Strzok also calls Virginians who voted against then FBI Director Andrew McCabe's wife for a state Senate seat ignorant hillbillies. Hillbillies in Virginia? You got to go a little further to the hills for hillbillies. That's not a guy who's going to be making a lot of stops in the South, I don't imagine. Not after that. That's downright offensive. Called them ignorant hillbillies because they wouldn't vote for, what's his name, McAuliffe, his wife, or whatever. No, McAuliffe gave money to McCabe's wife. That's what it was. McCabe's wife. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, we covered that. Ugh. The text came from Strzok to Page on November 4th, 2015, the day after Jill McCabe lost a hotly contested Virginia state Senate race. Strzok said of the results, disappointing, but look at the district map. Loudoun is being gentrified, but it's still largely ignorant hillbillies. Good for her for running, but curious if she's energized or never again. Senate Ron Johnson, Republican of Wisconsin, along with majority staff from the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, is releasing the text along with a report titled "The Clinton Email Scandal and the FBI's Investigation of It." The newly uncovered text revealed a bit more about the timing of the discovery of hundreds of thousands of emails on former Congressman Anthony Weiner's laptop, ultimately leading to Comey's infamous letter to Congress just days before the 2016 presidential elections. Okay, here, this is good. On September 28th, 2016, Strozak wrote to Page. Got called up to Andy McCabe's earlier. Hundreds of thousands of emails turned over by Weiner's attorney to Southern District of New York includes a ton of material from spouse Uma Abedin. Sending team up tomorrow to review. This will never end. Senate investigators told Fox News that this text message raises questions about when the FBI officials learned of emails relevant to the Hillary Clinton email investigation on the laptop belonging to Weiner, the husband of Clinton aide Abedin, Uma. It was a full month later, on October 28th, 2016, when Comey informed Congress that due to recent developments, the FBI was reopening Clinton email investigations. In connection with an unrelated case, the FBI has learned of the existence of emails that appear to be pertinent to the investigation. I'm writing to inform you that the investigation team briefed me on this yesterday, Comey said at the time. The question becomes, why was Comey only informed by the investigative team on October 27th if the Clinton emails on Weiner's laptop were discovered back in September 28th? At the latest. Uh-oh. So we have an FBI member telling his mistress, we got the emails a whole month earlier than when Comey said, hey, I got the emails yesterday. And they told Obama about it because they said in this thing, the text message, Obama wants to know everything we're doing. So did they not listen to the president and not tell him, hey, we got these emails? Somebody's not telling the truth. Is he lying in his text messages to his mistress? Apparently. It's not like he's above lying. He is lying to his wife the whole time, right? Just saying. Lying by way of omission, Tim Black. I'm not letting him off the hook. I'm just saying I get your point. I just don't know if we can make that leap. Because there are other ways to look at that. The latest batch of text messages between Strozak and Page show more examples of the deep state opposition to Donald Trump, including a text sent on Election Day where Page wrote, "Oh my God, this is terrifying." Strozak replied to Page with a text saying, "Oh my God, I'm so depressed." Well, later that month on November 13th, Page wrote, "I brought all the president's men. Figure I need to brush up on my Watergate." See, this is the stuff, guys, that people on the right keep pointing at going, see? The next day on November 14th, 2016, Page wrote, "God, being here makes me angry. Lots of highfalutin national security talk. Meanwhile, we have our task ahead of us." What task? Oh, the task of taking down Donald Trump. See, this is why people get mad at me. Hey, Tim Black, don't you know what they were trying to do, man? It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Let's destroy Tim Black. There are people out there like, oh, get Tim Black, get him. All right, so the last text is from Page Strozak. According to Fox News Page, the meaning is unclear, but Senate investigators say, coupled with Strozak's August 15 text about an insurance policy, further investigation is warranted to find out what actions the two may have taken. The last text is, excuse me, from Page to Strozak, and comes on June 23rd, 2017 when he wrote, or when she wrote, "Please don't ever text me again." It's unclear whether she was mad at her friend or if she suddenly became aware that they and their thousands of texts had been discovered. Ooh, gee. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee. What do we have in this?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I do understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, and a lot of them appear to be very suspect. It's like very dirty dealings, folks. And it's not good when you have these types of conversations and you actually are someone a part of an investigation. I don't begrudge them saying, "Hey, I'm terrified of Trump." There were people saying that. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm a black guy with black friends. A lot of these black guys don't have black friends. I tell you, a lot of black people were terrified. Some people, but there were also a lot of black people who didn't give a shit. They like, it don't matter who's in the office, I still got to try to get my money. I got to still survive. And contrary to popular opinion, they weren't doing so good under Obama, so they were like, I'm just going to have to keep working and keep doing it. And I think a lot of white people, black people, Latino people, Asian people, whatever, you know. But there were some people who were afraid that Trump's coming in, and, you know, they watch MSNBC, and they're like, uh-oh, FEMA camps for everyone. And Trump's going to reinstitute slavery. You know, that's crazy talk. You know? A lot of people have guns now. You can't just rewind the clock like that. You know? LeBron ain't going nowhere. Anyway, the point is that I don't begrudge them saying that they were pissed off that Trump won. They could, you know, you're a person. Maybe that's how you feel. They were shocked probably. I wasn't shocked when Trump was elected. But the parts that are disturbing are the conversations about Obama and about Obama knowing everything. And then the fact that they say, well, you got him in a text message saying we got the laptop with all the emails, and it takes a whole month for Comey to come out with that. So, and look, people on the Hillary side could be upset too. Like, well, if he would have came out with it earlier, maybe it wouldn't have been it was like that bullet that took Hillary down, you know? You know, that final shot. So if it would have came out earlier, it may actually help the Democrats. You know, because you can get past it. I mean, they tried everything on Trump, nothing worked. The grabbing of the genitals, all that stuff. Last minute. Didn't work. So anyway. Speaking of Trump, this is something else I saw just before I came to air. And I thought it was kind of, what's the word for it? Kind of funky as hell. You know, kind of funky. Music mogul Quincy Jones claimed he used to date daughter Ivanka Trump and that President Trump is crazy. Do tell, Quincy Jones. Do tell. The 84-year-old record producer told Vulture in an interview published Wednesday, I used to date Ivanka, you know, 12 years ago. 12 years ago. First of all, I didn't know Ivanka dated black guys. You know? And I had no idea she likes senior citizens. And let's face it, 72 is really senior. Goodness gracious. She already got a sugar daddy. Why is she getting another sugar daddy? That's 2 sugar daddies. Add that to your Me Too movement. Tommy Hilfiger, who was once working with my daughter, Cicada, said, Ivanka wants to have dinner with you. I said, no problem. She's a fine motherfucker. That's what he said here. Yeah, Quincy's too old to care. You get past the point. I'm almost there. Once you get past 40, it's like, man, come on. What you gonna do, man? What? Beat me? What? I can't speak my mind. But I got to imagine once you cross 70, oh man, you're liable to go to church and just be like, suck it, you know? Eat a bag of dicks. Like, you'll say anything, and I do mean anything, once you get close to 80. And Quincy Jones is 84. I mean, if you haven't done any good to get into heaven by then, all bets are off, man. He goes on to talk about Ivanka. He says, she had the most beautiful legs I've ever seen in my life. The wrong father, though. Dirty old Quincy. Just dirty. Just nasty, Quincy. What you doing? You saw her legs? You saw her legs, Quincy? Are you saying you slept with Ivanka? Come on, bro. Gentlemen aren't supposed to kiss and tell. Come on, Quincy. Ivanka Trump, by the way, modeled for Tommy Hilfiger in the mid-1990s when she was 14 years old. So she wanted to go out with Quincy Jones. At the time, Quincy Jones was 72. Jesus. Okay. So anyway, this is in Vulture magazine. Quincy goes on to say a lot of other things just to prove my point about getting older and really not giving a damn. Jones complimented Ivanka Trump, but bashed her father for stirring things up as Trump and these uneducated rednecks. Trump's just telling them what they want to hear. I used to hang out with him. He's a crazy motherfucker. Limited mentally, a megalomaniac, a narcissist. I can't stand him. But we used to hang out and have fun all the time, man. Come on, it's not that many really rich guys you can kick it with. I would hang out with my cousin, but they always need money. Everything leads back to money. Okay, the Grammy winner also said, a symphony director knows more about how to lead the U.S. Hold on. He said, hold on. The Grammy winner also said a symphony conductor knows more about how to lead the U.S. than most business people and more than Trump does. Give it up. There's a little league coach in Alabama somewhere who'd make a better president. That's what he's saying. That's what friends are for. He doesn't know shit. God. Someone who knows about real leadership wouldn't have as many people against him as he does. Uh-oh, you guys ready for an F-bomb? He's a fucking idiot. Hey, Quincy. Dude, man, you just really let loose, man. You just brought out the disc machine gun with an extended clip. He shot up the club. One of them Tommy guns like back in the day. Quincy's old. He probably had a Tommy gun. Or either that or one of those muskets with the hit the cap. Pap! With the sword on the end, the bayonet. Last week in an interview with GQ, Jones said he had 22 girlfriends between the ages of 28 and 42, and that he rejected Marilyn Monroe because she had a chest that looked like pears. Justin, Quincy Jones suffers from dementia and an old black man's disease called not liking whitey. I'm going to get these white guys back before I leave out of here. All right. I would talk to you about Nancy Pelosi, but I don't like her much, and I have nothing much to say about her. She's pissed off, though. She says the House will not pass any budget agreement if it does not include DACA, the Dreamers. And that's her contention. She's been filibustering in the House. She's been rapping on the House floor. She got a beat and everything. Got Kanye West doing the beat. Well, when I say Kanye West on the beat, I don't mean that. Kanye West hired people to make beats. Kanye West had made a beat since 1993. I don't know. But she's supposed to be filibustering. So that's pretty much it. Pretty much it, guys. Thank you. Thank you. You know, to talk like this about our leaders is very dangerous. It could result in a cracked rib from laughter. So in order to keep this up, I will need you to become a member of my wolf pack. I got a lot of open positions because I tend not to carry water for either party. I don't sit up here all day going Trump is evil. And I don't sit up here all day going go vote for the Democrats. So that makes me persona non grata to a lot of folks. That's why it's important that you become a member. All right? They're leaving me like I don't know. Like I just got a DUI and ran over their mailbox. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But, so, do me a favor, share this video and tell a friend about the show. Tell Tim Black's Wolf Pack and Team Black are you know, an independent voice that's not funded by the GOP or the DNC, nor are we governed by them, nor are we swayed by them. I hit both Republicans, Mitch McConnell, horrible excuse for a human being. Well, I think we need to get the children and round them all up and put them in a camp. Then we won't need to feed them as much. Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer. We got to go after these people. We have to attack them because they're attacking us. We don't have a democracy. We have an oligarchy. We do not have a free press. Okay? We do not have free press in this country. That's why independent media matters. Go to TimBlackTV.com, become a member of this show. Support independent media. Support this show. I'm going to be in Salt Lake City, hopefully. Thank you to those people who helped fund it, who've been helping fund it. This is a last-ditch effort to get you to chip in if you can to that. So that I can go to Salt Lake City and preach the gospel of the truth and make people laugh at the same time. It's a beautiful thing. I hope to come to a city near you. Go to leecamp.net. Find out our tour schedule. We've been to Philly. We've been to Richmond. We were in Portland, Oregon, and now we're going to Salt Lake City, Utah. Maybe we'll come to where you are. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Jesus, what happened? Shout out to Momo Pineno, Jennifer Vickers, Truth Can't Be Silent, Stephanie Chateau, all the people that support this channel, all my volunteers from Iron Man Oz, all you guys are fantastic. Roseanne Martirama, the whole crew, man. To those who left, and look, guys, I mean this sincerely. It's no hard feelings. But I cannot give in to the dark side. And I know you don't know it right now, but I'm trying to tell you, if you're sitting around thinking this is one person that's caused all this devastation in this country, then you are being misled. If I thought it was just Trump, I'd say it. But believe me, it's Congress, it's Trump, it's the DNC, it's the GOP, and it's big money interest. Next time at night when you're watching TV and you see those pharmaceutical ads, do realize that in other countries, they're not even allowed to do that. They're not allowed to advertise for pain medication. Why is that allowed in this country? You know, over 60,000 people OD'd last year. Trump, it's not Trump, man. He's part of the problem, but it's not just him. And I know that sounds radical. It's the truth. All right? All right. But I love you anyway, and I'll be here when you wake up and come to your senses and realize that, yeah, life kind of sucked under Obama in a lot of ways, too. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. I love you. Go to TimBlackTV.com, share, and become a part of it. And, we will do this again tomorrow. Mañana. Yeah. I can't remember my Spanish, but you know what I mean. The next day. And with that, guys, we are out of here.